obviously a special moment for us to get an opportunity to play at Yankee Stadium. So I thought with the pads, you have one option with some old school look, I guess you can call it, that will match the jerseys really well. And then on the other side, I went with the pinstripes that I think is more of a statement to get an opportunity to play at Yankee Stadium with the history, and great opportunity for us to show some respect to that organization. So I still haven't decided which one I'm going to use, but it's two good options. Well, on one side, I wanted to keep sort of the look that I always go with, and the Statue of Liberty. And the last few years we started using a little more glitter in it to make a little more Broadway, New York look. Also put in a Stadium Series logo. And then in the middle here we put in some pinstripes. At first we did not have that, and we kind of changed it a couple times before we got it right. Growing up in Sweden, I didn't know much about baseball or the Yankees, but over the years obviously I've been following them a little bit more, and now when it was time to put a couple players on the mask, and obviously I wanted it to be right, so I asked around a little bit who they thought should be there. I picked 3 players that I think played a huge part in the Yankees history: Babe Ruth, Joe DiMaggio, and Lou Gehrig. They were just big time players during their times, and hopefully the Yankee fans approved it. But the history, you know, it goes back so long, you know, and then same thing with the Rangers, and it's 2 organizations in New York that feels like they've been around forever. So it's a cool match, I think, when you put them together. And yeah, I've been talking about it for weeks. This is something that I've been looking forward to for years. You know, even when they started the outdoor games, I remember we were talking about what if we could play in Central Park or Yankee Stadium. That would be awesome, and then now we get this opportunity. So I think guys that have not played outdoor games, you know, they're going to be surprised how cool it is, and it's definitely a moment and a memory that you'll remember for the rest of your life. You know, playing in Philly was great, but it was still in their town. Now to get this opportunity to play in New York, and you can't really compare Yankee Stadium to any other stadium outdoors. I think it's just going to be great walking in there to the game and get that adrenaline rush. But then when you drop the puck, obviously you don't want to overthink it. It's still just the same game, even though it's going to look different, it's going to feel different, it's going to be a little colder, and you know, you have more space behind the glass. That's a big difference. I remember in Philly, and if the sun is up, you're going to have more glare on the ice. So there's a few things that will be different. It's important that we go in with a good mindset that, you know, we want to win this game because we want it to be a great memory, and that starts with a win, I think.